If you think the US economy will get better in 2025, think again. Right now, many American retail stores are in big trouble. Big names from supermarkets and pharmacies to fashion and office supply stores are closing or shrinking fast. Some are even shutting down completely this year. But this is not just about business. Every time a store closes, hundreds of people lose their jobs. A busy street becomes quiet. A part of our daily life suddenly disappears. So which 15 brands are close to shutting down? Why are we losing the stores that once felt like home? Let's take a look together. And who knows, maybe you've already lost a store you used to visit. All the facts in this video are from public reports, news, and market research from early 2025. This is not financial advice, just the truth happening around us. Are you ready? Let's begin with the first big name that is struggling. When I was a kid, going to Walmart with my parents felt like a fun little trip. We found everything we needed there, and the prices were always the best. But in 2025, that memory is slowly fading away. Now, more and more Walmart stores are closing. There are empty parking lots and, for lease, signs where stores used to be. Walmart is quietly pulling back. They don't make big announcements. They just close one store at a time, without noise. In the last year, Walmart has closed many stores in states like Illinois, Oregon, Wisconsin, and New Mexico. Walmart says those stores didn't make enough profit. That may sound reasonable from a business point of view. But behind those decisions are the people and communities left behind. Elderly people now have no nearby place to buy their medicine. Families must travel long distances just to get basic groceries. A resident in Arkansas said, "Walmart has closed down. I have to take 2 bus rides just to buy milk. I used to walk just 5 minutes to get everything I needed. Now, going to the market feels like a survival game." And it's not just about the shoppers. Thousands of workers lost their jobs. Whole towns lost their only nearby place to get food. For many families, Walmart was the only place they could afford groceries and basic medicine. Now that it's gone, the gap between poverty and hunger is even smaller. Think about this. If a giant company like Walmart is struggling in the middle of America, how can smaller chains survive? Is this the end of the American shopping dream? Let's talk about another store many people depended on: Family Dollar. For those with very little money, Family Dollar was a lifesaver. With just $1, you could buy toilet paper, noodles, candy, or even peace of mind. But in 2025, that dream is falling apart. And sadly, it's falling hardest on the poorest neighborhoods. Between 2024 and 2025, Family Dollar is closing over 600 stores across the country. This is not just a business problem. It's a big social issue too. The reasons are very clear. Health violations, spoiled food, and poor business planning. Some stores were caught selling expired food. Others had mice running around like in cartoons. People started joking and calling it family horror. But this isn't funny to those who rely on these stores. For many poor and minority communities, Family Dollar isn't just one option. It's the only option. When the big stores left, Family Dollar stayed. They sold baby diapers, cough syrup, dish soap, small things that mean everything to a family. A single father in Detroit shared, "My nearest Family Dollar has shut down. Now I have to walk 5 miles just to get milk. Sometimes, the shelves are empty when I get there. And by the time the products arrive, I don't have enough money to buy them." There's something truly sad about a brand called Family being the first one that couldn't survive these hard times. People often talk about old business models. But very few talk about the millions of poor Americans losing the only places they could shop without shame. When even the cheapest stores are closing, we must ask who is really being left behind. When stores like Family Dollar shut down, does anyone in the government notice? Or is it only the poor who see the holes in this safety net? There are some names that represent an entire era. And one of those names is Macy's. For decades, Macy's wasn't just a department store. It was a symbol of success, holidays, and the best shopping memories in America. But in 2025, there are no more fireworks or big parades. Macy's is closing stores slowly, quietly like a ticking clock. From city centers to local malls, the bright Macy's signs are now replaced with newspapers on windows, 80% off banners, and silence like a stage after the last scene. This year, Macy's continued its plan to close 150 stores. They are also cutting staff and focusing only on small Macy's stores in rich areas, where they still hope to make a profit. But why is such a big name struggling? Because American shoppers have changed. No one wants to ride 3 floors of escalators to buy a $65 shirt. They can get a similar one online for $19.99 with free shipping. The malls where Macy's was once the biggest star are now slowly dying too. A Macy's employee in Ohio shared, "I've worked here for 17 years. Now, it's just me and 2 others cleaning empty shelves. No more laughter, no Christmas songs, just the wind blowing past shoes that no one bought." But this isn't just about closing a store. When Macy's disappears, the impact goes deeper. Many older workers built their whole careers there. It was one of the last big stores still hiring people, not robots. For customers, Macy's was emotional. It was where people bought their first graduation dress, a wedding suit, a gift for mom on Mother's Day. If Macy's falls, it won't just take away jobs and memories. It will make us ask a bigger question. If even Macy's, a symbol of American shopping, can't survive, what traditions and values can survive in a world of buy fast, forget faster? If you've ever lived in the Midwest or south of the US, you probably know the name Kroger. Kroger wasn't just a store. It was part of everyday life. From Sunday morning eggs to snacks for Super Bowl night, Kroger was always there. But in 2025, Kroger is slowly becoming a memory. Many stores are closing or merging. Some have changed names. Others are gone even from Google Maps like they never existed. For millions of shoppers, this change feels like getting lost. In 2024 and 2025, Kroger started closing many stores. Most of these were in low-income areas. Costs were rising and people had less money to spend. There are many reasons for this. But honestly, none of them feel like a good excuse. Kroger faced strong competition from Walmart, Amazon Fresh, and Dollar General. These stores are cheaper and faster. Then came inflation and high food prices. The cost of running physical stores also went up. For workers like cashiers, warehouse staff, and delivery people, Kroger's fall is not just about losing a job. It means losing a place that supported their families for years. Not everyone can move to tech jobs or delivery apps in today's world. For older customers or people who don't use technology, Kroger was a friendly and familiar place. They knew every corner of the store. They remembered the faces of the cashiers. Now they have to travel farther and pay more. And they no longer feel taken care of. So the big question is, if Kroger, once called the backbone of food in many states, is falling, is America's food security also in danger? Pharmacies were another lifeline. They were where people went when sick, to buy a Band-Aid, or to find peace among clean shelves and soft music. For many Americans, Rite Aid was that trusted place. Not too crowded, not too loud, just reliable. But in 2025, things change. Rite Aid filed for bankruptcy. Hundreds of stores closed at once. For many people, it felt like everything was falling apart. An elderly man in Pennsylvania said, "I had a headache. I went to my local Rite Aid, but it was closed. Now I have to drive 25 minutes just to buy Tylenol." It's not only about the medicine. It's about losing a place that felt safe. For the elderly, families with kids, or those who don't shop online, driving far, paying more, or learning to order online feels too hard. Rite Aid failed because of huge debts, tough competition from CVS and Walgreens, and outdated technology. They could not keep up with modern times. Thousands of workers lost their jobs. Pharmacists who had served for 10 years are now unemployed. Some are working as delivery drivers. Others are still searching for purpose. Each store that closes is not just a business shutting down. It is a small community losing its healthcare support. So what do you think? If Rite Aid, a well-known health brand, could not survive, then what is truly stable in America's retail world? Do you remember Foot Locker? It used to be a dream spot for sneaker fans. People would wait in long lines for limited edition shoes. But in 2025, those days are fading away. Foot Locker has closed hundreds of stores. Most of them were inside shopping malls. These malls were once their strongest locations. The company says they are restructuring. They want to focus on big flagship stores and online shopping. But everyone knows the truth. Foot Locker is slowly losing its place in people's hearts. For Foot Locker employees, many are losing their jobs. Some are now working in worse conditions. They are not just losing their income. They are also losing a friendly workplace where they felt proud to help customers. For shoppers, especially young fashion lovers, Foot Locker's downsizing means losing a place to talk, try shoes, and connect. Something online shopping can't replace. Do you remember the first time your son picked out Jordans at Foot Locker? Or when you saved money for a month to buy your first running shoes for a race? Maybe you still have those shoes. Not because they are new, but because they hold a memory. Now, buying shoes is just clicking, add to cart, and waiting for delivery. We may have lost something more important, that small joy of trying on a shoe and thinking, this feels like me. If a big name like Foot Locker is fading, is the American retail world changing forever? Or is it just falling apart? What do you think? Leave a comment. Bed Bath & Beyond was once the go-to place for home shopping. From bedsheets to kitchen tools, everything under one roof. But in 2025, its story made many people sad. By 2023 and 2024, Bed Bath & Beyond went bankrupt. Stores began closing all across the country. Even switching to online sales couldn't save the brand. It was once a second home for many American families. A young mom in Texas shared, "I bought my first bedding set there for my apartment. Now the store near my house is gone. I had to travel farther, and it doesn't feel the same. Why did a store known for elegance and quality collapse? Prices were no longer as low as Amazon, Target, or Walmart. The store size was too big. Running costs were too high. And shoppers were leaving malls. But the company didn't change fast enough. They still relied on old discount cards and outdated strategies. Today, shoppers want things fast, cheap, and easy. Life is different now. People no longer have time to pick the perfect tablecloth or vase. Young people move a lot and don't invest in home decor. Older people are saving money and avoiding luxuries. Bed Bath & Beyond didn't disappear because people stopped needing home goods. It disappeared because people stopped buying the beyond part. Now, they just buy what's good enough. Do you have a special memory with this store? Share it with us. Big Lots was once a treasure for budget shoppers. You could find food, toys, and home items at great prices. But in 2025, this discount chain is also in trouble. From late 2024 into 2025, their stock crashed. Revenue dropped. Hundreds of stores began closing or shrinking. Financial experts said Big Lots is at high risk of bankruptcy. No one wants to believe it, but no one can ignore it either. People have less money now, but they want better service, more options, and low prices. They want Amazon's speed, Walmart's variety, and Big Lots prices. New brands like Temu, Shine, and even Dollar Tree are growing fast. They use stronger tech and better supply chains. But Big Lots is stuck with old systems and slow changes. Maybe you once bought a study table there for your child. Maybe some cheap pillows for your living room. Or maybe you just walked in for paper towels and left with a smile. These small moments made people feel like, I'm still managing despite high prices. But if Big Lots disappears, it's not just a store closing. It's a part of America's simple, smart, and kind living fading away. Is this the sign of a retail system that's becoming faster and colder? Walgreens was once a daily helper for millions of Americans. From cough medicine to vitamins, people trusted this pharmacy chain. But in 2025, Walgreens is also in trouble. Many stores are closing. Employees are losing jobs, working under more pressure than ever. It's not just online competition. Rising costs and changing healthcare rules have caused Walgreens to lose money. And now, even this trusted name in health is struggling to survive. The impact is not just about money. It also affects public health, especially for older people or those who can't travel easily. When a Walgreens store shuts down, many lose a nearby place to get their daily medicines. Not everyone knows how to use an app. Not everyone can wait 2 days for medicine delivery. And not everyone lives in a rich area with another pharmacy nearby. If a big chain like Walgreens is struggling, then who will care for the community's health when local stores are gone? There was a time when JCPenney was the place to buy something special. A suit for a job interview. A prom dress for your daughter. Or cozy pajamas for Christmas. Not too expensive. Not too cheap. Just right. Perfect for families who wanted good value. But by 2025, JCPenney is in big trouble again. It is caught between fast fashion brands like Shein and H&M, and big online stores like Amazon. They already went bankrupt once in 2020. They were saved. But now in 2024 and 2025, they are quietly closing stores again. The ones that are still open feel empty and quiet. As if even the brand has lost hope. Maybe you once bought a tie for your husband here. Or pajamas for your mom. The smell of fresh fabric, soft music, and the warm feel of the store, those memories are fading. Now as the lights turn off, it's not just a store we lose. It's a way of life. Simple. Honest. Thoughtful spending. Many employees lost their jobs or are now working in bad conditions. And customers are forced to look for other options, ones they don't always like. If even JCPenney can't survive, what's the future of traditional retail? What do you think? Leave your comment. Route 21 was once a hotspot for American teens. Trendy clothes. Affordable prices. But in 2025, the brand is fighting to survive. Many stores are closing. Employees are losing jobs. Shoppers are fewer now. Online shopping is growing fast. Teen fashion trends change quickly. Big brands like H&M and Forever 21 are strong competitors. Maybe you took your daughter there when she was 13. Maybe she picked her first crop top. Maybe you rolled your eyes at the ripped jeans. But smiled because it was part of growing up. Now as Route 21's lights fade, no one is touching the neon shirts. No one asks, is this in my size? We're not just losing a store. We're losing a piece of a generation. Loud. Bold. Full of energy. And it's being replaced by something quieter and faster. The fall of Route 21 is not just about sales. It's about lost dreams and memories of youth. If Route 21 disappears, who's next to leave the teen fashion world? Kohl's was a favorite for smart shoppers. You didn't go for fun. You went for deals. Used Kohl's cash. Earned rewards. Perfect for suburban families trying to stretch every dollar. But in 2025, even Kohl's is in danger. Stock prices are down. Stores are empty. Revenue is falling. They tried partnerships like Sephora to improve. It helped, but only for a short time. Now there are talks about Kohl's being sold or going bankrupt. For low and middle income families, this is a big loss. They'll have to find other places to shop if they can. If Kohl's fails too, how much longer can family-focused stores survive? What's your opinion on the future of Kohl's? Let us know in the comments. Party City used to be the first stop for any celebration. Balloons. Decorations. Fun costumes. But in 2025, this brand is also struggling. In 2023, Party City went bankrupt. Now, in 2024 and 2025, hundreds of stores have closed. Many workers lost jobs. The remaining stores are running big clearance sales all the time. It's like they don't believe people want to party anymore. And maybe they're right. Living costs are high. Joy feels expensive. Families keep parties simple now. They DIY decorations. Buy from Amazon. Young people don't throw traditional parties much. They post pictures on social media instead. Party City made you feel excited, like you were doing something special for someone you love. But today, that feeling seems less important. As the stores close, the empty shelves and unsold costumes send a sad message. If no one values the little joys anymore, they slowly disappear. You may not remember your last visit to Party City, Sears, or Route 21. But as they vanish, they leave a gap not just in shopping malls, but in our hearts. Which store from today's video meant something to you? Do you have a memory connected to one of them? A gift? A holiday? A simple shopping day? Please share your memory in the comments. Because when we remember what we've lost, we often rediscover who we are. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss our next story. We're not here to complain, just to understand. Not to judge, just to remember. Because even small things deserve to be remembered. This video is based on public sources, market news, company reports, and consumer trends as of early 2025. It's not financial advice. The numbers may change. But the memories and emotions behind these brands will stay with us. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video where we explore the hidden stories of an America you thought you knew, but didn't.